All right, guys, welcome to the SLC Dunk post-game show. I'm Hanson James. The Utah Jazz fall to the New Orleans Pelicans in what is honestly a really tough one. I had a hard time wanting to do this show tonight. It hurts because the Jazz needed this one badly. This is one of those games where the Jazz are playing a team kind of fighting for that same spot in the playoffs, and they didn't get it done for whatever reason. There are some things I want to talk about, maybe why the Jazz didn't get it done. But first, let's just talk about a little bit about the Pelicans, and we'll get to the Jazz. The Pelicans are looking like a better team this year. It seems like they've kind of figured out how to win games with both Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins and Drew Holiday. There sometimes are some spacing issues on the court. It's kind of like a more, it works better than the Jazz problem with their trio of Derek Favors, Rudy Gobert, and Ricky Rubio, because at the very least, DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, and Drew Holiday can all shoot. For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to work as much as you would think it does, but they're winning games and their offense is doing really well lately, and the Pelicans have a legitimate chance at the playoffs this year. So they're loaded at talent, especially in their front court, but their back court, Drew Holiday is a really nice player who I know the Jazz have had interested in the past, who, when he plays well, the Pelicans are really good. That gives them kind of a trio that can go out there and hit shots, and they have, Darius Miller, who is a really good shooter. Etuan Moore, who's a player I've really liked in the past, who I thought maybe the Jazz should take a look at. They've picked him up, and he's turned out to be really nice for them. This game, he shot 2 for 3 from 3 and 66%. That's pretty killer, and that stuff will spread the floor even if you have some issues with your floor spread. So the Pelicans are a good team. This is no bad loss for the Jazz, but when it comes to trying to make a playoff spot, it's tough to lose this. This is a big, nice win for the New Orleans Pelicans. For the Jazz, a few interesting things. For whatever reason, Thabo Sefolosha didn't play this game. He played really well in the power forward spot next to Derek Favors. He provides a dynamic look that honestly I don't know if anyone else on the team gives at the power forward spot. That includes Derek Favors when Rudy Gobert is there. Thabo is an incredibly long, quick wing who can play the power forward. He passes well. He plays off the ball well. So even when his shooting isn't quite there, he can cut to the basket and catch and make shots. He's a good player in transition. I love Thabo. And so whenever Thabo doesn't play, I don't understand. And tonight, honestly, if you play Thabo at the 4 next to Derek Favors, this is a different game. And so that makes you wonder, are the Jazz is this a stealth tank? What is going on here? I don't think so. I think the Jazz are trying to win. Quinn is doing something where he's giving minutes to Jerebko and Thabo. But it's interesting that Thabo plays against the Cavaliers, who are obviously a better team than the Pelicans, and then he doesn't play against the New Orleans Pelicans. If we want to put on our tinfoil hats and get a little X-Files music here, a little crazy, I don't know. Maybe that's going on, because although I don't understand. And I tweeted this and talked about it. Thabo Sefolosha, with Rudy Gobert injured and Dante Exum hurt, he's like our 5th best player. I was thinking about it. You've got Donovan Mitchell, Derek Favors, Joe Ingles. Maybe he's our 4th best player. Who am I missing? I don't think anyone's gonna really say Ricky Rubio is probably maybe Ricky Rubio and then Thabo Sefolosha. I don't know, Rodney Hood maybe, but Thabo affects the game so well. And honestly, I was looking at Thabo's numbers this year. He over his career averages, he's actually shooting better than all of his career averages. And we talk about maybe his weaknesses being his shooting. Thabo's shooting 37% from 3 this year. That's very good for him. And at the power forward spot, if you can get that from the 4 spot, that spreads the floor. But it even spreads the floor more when you consider that Thabo can run a pick and roll. He can play off ball. He's long and creates transition opportunities with steals. Like, he's just so effective. He has a 15 PER right now, a win share of 2. He's so good. So when Thabo Sefolosha doesn't play, it makes no sense to me. Like whatever explanation you have, I just think, for me personally, I just think you should play your best players. If it's because Thabo is older and needs rest, maybe that's what it is. But honestly, this game, that's kind of the story of the game for the Jazz. Thabo not playing. And if he plays, maybe it's a different game. But for now, we can only wonder. And it's fine. Honestly, the Pelicans played really well this game. They're a very good team. And the Jazz losing to the Pelicans is a tough loss because we're trying to make a playoff spot. But at the same time, it's not like we're losing to the worst team in the league. It's not like losing to the Orlando Magic or something like that. So it's a frustrating loss. It really hurts because I do want to make the playoffs, even though I think we might be tanking, or tanking, if that's what you want to do, might be the smartest thing for the Jazz right now, honestly, because right now you have a bona fide star in in Donovan Mitchell. You have Rudy Gobert, who's going to come back and come healthy, bona fide star. You put another nice player next to them, which there's a bunch of in this draft. Makes sense. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know what to think. I don't know how to feel. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. So I don't know. Frustrating loss for the Jazz. Congrats to the Pelicans, who look a little better. There's a lot of weirdness to this game for the Jazz too. Just a lot of frenetic substitutions and Ricky Rubio in, Ricky Rubio out, Ricky Rubio in, Ricky Rubio out. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I think that can be good, but sometimes I just think, can you just give them time to get a rhythm and play and play with their best combos? Like if we're like not playing Thabo because of matchups, are we just playing a reactionary game, or do we want to play what are our best players and best combos? Like, is Jerebko or Joe Johnson really going to do that much better against Anthony Davis than Thabo Sefolosha, who guarded LeBron James? Last time I checked, LeBron James the best player who ever played the game, or second best, whatever you think. You can't guard Anthony Davis too and at least affect the game a little bit? And I tell you what, Thabo Sefolosha's rebounding has been really, really surprisingly good. And so it's strange, guys. It's weird. It's just whatever your explanation of is it. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. Why didn't Thabo play? Why didn't Thabo play? I don't know. But you can let me know in the comments. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe. Go to SLC Dunk. Read everything. SLCDunk.com. SLC Dunk on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. Make sure to follow us on all those sites. All right, talk to you later.